Welcome to Syn Cafe. Today we're making steaks. Not just any steak, but prime ribeye, reverse sear. Now, what is a reverse sear, you ask? Well, it's when you take your wonderful piece of beef and you put it into your cooking apparatus at a low temp, preferably 300 degrees or less, and you let it slowly come to temp of your desired doneness. And then once it's done, then you throw it in a beautifully blazing hot pan and you take your wonderful happy piece of meat and you throw it and you sear it in hot butter or oil, and it gets the beautiful caramelized effect you always want on every good steak, just like in every good steakhouse. And so today we're going to show you how to make exactly that kind of steak. To go with our steaks, we're going to do the classic baked potato, and we're going to top it with white cheddar, aged blue cheese, and happily diced andouille sausage. So good. With that said, it's potato time. So whether you like giant ones or small ones or medium, it doesn't matter. You take your potato and you poke a couple holes in it using a fork. Do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? There you go. Take that, and there you go. Next, you get a nice happy bowl, and you take your gorgeous season your potato. Now, you can use anything you like to season this. Most people go for just a little bit of oil and salt. I like to just take a little bit of chipotle Chalula. So good. And a little bit of truffle salt. And what we do is we take that and we drizzle it happily over our beautiful potato there. Put our lid back on. And we take our truffle salt. We salt one side. We take our wet hand. Again, we take our wet hand, dry hand method. We reach in, we grab the potato, rub all that Chalula hot sauce in. So good. And then take our truffle salt. Sprinkle it all over the gorgeousness of this potato. So good. Now, rinse, wash, repeat. Do such for every potato you want. Throw them in the oven at 300 for about 90 minutes. If your oven's been preheated to about 250, then give them about 2 to 2.5 hours. And obviously you want to time your steak so it goes in after about the first hour, the time to delicately season it. And take a little bit of kosher salt, nice good amount, because I want to get that there. All that. A little bit of chipotle powder. A little bit of actual Szechuan pepper, despite what it says, it's not saffron. Anyone who knows saffron can tell that, but the bottle was great for the little grinder we've got. And this is fresh ground Szechuan pepper, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of black pepper, tiny bit of organic garlic powder, tiny bit of oregano, tiny bit of sage. Now, rinse, wash, repeat, cover every side. You can always make this spice mix ahead of time and then just dust it. You want to make sure you get all sides of the steak evenly seasoned. That's key to a great steak. And you want to let that rest for about 10 to 15 minutes before you put it in the oven. That way the flavor develops and truly, has a chance to penetrate the meat. So something that's absolutely required to do a reverse sear is a good thermometer. This one is a pretty decent one. You can find it on Amazon for about 30 or 40 bucks. But it's got one of these beautiful little probes. And it's heat resistant. So you can trail this into the oven. It's got a little magnet built into it so you can fit it on the front of your oven or stovetop and let it sit there, and the probe goes in and it lets you know exactly what temperature your meat's supposed to be at. Now, as we said before, this is a reverse sear at low temp. We're going for a 300. If your oven is reliable at 250, that's great. Mine is right around 300. Adjust for time and temp. That's why the thermometer is really key. So you take this, and you take your wonderful little steak and you put it in the oven after it's rested for, like I said, about 15 to 20 minutes, and it's at room temperature. And you put that right in there and you let it go until it comes to the right temp. So when the thermometer says that everything's at your desired doneness, it's time to take your steak out of the oven. Obviously 125 for a perfect medium rare, 130-ish for medium to 135, 140 for well done. Oh, that looks so good. Now it's time to reverse sear this bad boy. So, you take your steak, you've got your beautifully smoking hot pan, throw a little bit of oil in there. I like to use avocado oil. Grab your beautiful happy steak and put it right in the pan. Now you want to give this about no more than 90 seconds per side and get every side, including the fat sides. Now flip. You always want to start off with the largest sides of the meat because those sides are the biggest landmass. Oh my gosh, look at that. And you flip. Oh my gosh, look at that. And flip. Oh my goddess. Look at that. Look at that. That's what you really, really, really want to see. And look at that. That's what you really, really want. And look at that. That's what you really, really want to see on this steak. Now flip again. Hold it on the edge to a count of 45 to 55 Mississippi. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. You get the idea. If you're in the medical profession, it's 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Enough said. But you go to 45 1,000. Otherwise, you're just going to kill your steak. And it won't be right. And you apply light pressure, and then you count. And you apply light pressure. After the count, flip. Ooh, look at that edge. Now you grab it, and then you finally sear the last little bits. Another count of 45. Again, use light pressure while you hold it. Then you want to flip. Get that last side. Now you take your gorgeous piece of meat. You set it down to rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Obviously, before that gets ready, you slice up the cheese and slice up a little bit of andouille sausage. Dress your potatoes with the cheese and the sausage. So, we slice up our beautiful ribeye. As you can see, it's looking so beautiful. Right there. We grab ourselves one of these beautiful, happy little potatoes. We put it on the plate. It's been rebaking with some blue cheese and andouille sausage. We take our happy slices. And happy slices. These look so good. We put them on the plate. Oh wow, there we go. Rinse, wash, repeat. Bon appetit. Time to eat.